Hiya. I don't know if anyone's going to come because I haven't planned this. I was bored. So I figured I'd just do a crochet and chat live and then people will watch it later. Saves me editing a video because I'm lazy, it's too hot. And I can't bother. I'm hoping the fan's not making too much noise. There's no way I'm turning it off. Finally got a fan. Somebody said popped by. Don't know who you are, but hello. I said, don't know if anyone's going to come, but I thought I was bored, it's hot, and I figured something to do. Oh, hi Joe! How you doing? You have a nice holiday? I don't think we've really chatted since your holiday in Turkey, really, have we? Which was a while ago, possibly since my last live. So, I hope you had a good time. So what's everyone been up to? Because I'm sat here working on the Wings Change blanket. It's very hot. But I just really want to do it, so I haven't stopped. I think, what was I doing? I think I was doing the puff stitch on my last video, wasn't I? So I've done that since the last crochet and chat video, so we're getting there. Row 86. So, what, 20 odd rows to go now, isn't it? What was it, 24 rows or something? Yeah, it has been a while, Joe. I haven't gone live for a while because with Jan doing her Saturday night one, which is usually my movie night, so I don't get to join in too often. And most people obviously during the week don't like to stay up too much because they've got work, so they haven't bothered doing one. But I thought it's currently rather quiet and hot, so I might as well just go live and see if anyone was about. Because I couldn't be bothered to do it. So if you keep seeing my hand wave, I have to keep popping the chat up to check if anyone's commented because it disappears. And of course it's in level with my camera because it's on the iPad because I still haven't got around to getting a webcam. I found a few I like. Hi Brittany! Hi Kelly! I haven't chatted to any of you for ages. Yeah, I still haven't got around to getting the webcam that I planned on getting so I can go live on my computer. Mainly because I keep forgetting. Because really I'd like a wireless one so that I can position it wherever I need to so that I'm comfy. But obviously they don't come cheap and I really need one that can sit on the desk rather than clip to my screen because of the height where my screen is. Any camera on it is either going to be looking down on me or if I stick it to the bottom, some of them have things where you stick it to the bottom, that would be looking up. And it's just, it would be in the wrong place. So if I can get a camera that can stand onto a tripod, I can literally put it wherever I need to. So that's what I planned on doing. But I keep forgetting to buy it. I should really be making toys right now because I kind of sold them all. I got one made and posted off yesterday, but I haven't made any more since the craft fair. I just made that one quickly because this lovely lady done this cardigan and I really liked it and it's her own pattern. And so she wrote it out for me. So what I've done is sent her a little boy, she's got a 3-year-old son, I've sent him a little teddy as a thank you for writing the pattern out and letting me use it because it's really pretty. I think I showed pictures on it on my last crochet and chat, I can't remember. I'm hot and bothered really. How about you? I don't cope with this heat. Have you lot managed to go to the beach or anything? I planned on going swimming with my husband, but because they've all gone swimming, but I can't because my belly's got so swollen nowadays that I can't actually fit into my costume anymore. It's not easy to find another costume because it's only my belly that's got bigger from this cushions. And so if I've got something that fits my belly, my top half is too small to fit in that size. And I'm not about to be going around in a two-piece now, am I? I keep joking with my husband, I'm moving to the Caribbean, just move off, go live in the Caribbean on the beach sand. But honestly, could I cope with that heat? I'm not sure. See, the fair around our way comes in October every year. But I don't go to the fair. Used to go when I was younger, but had a friend's brother who actually got killed at the fair with a violent alteration between some of the people there. It kind of put me off going. And now I looked into it for the boys when we moved back this way. It's so expensive around here. I mean, it's shocking what they can charge for the rides. So I don't take them anymore. We can spend the money on better things. They get nice treats and things, which is better. You've got clouds. I think my sky's forgotten what clouds are. Oh that's cool, charity event one. No, we only get the fair here the once a year in the October in the main town. Slightly further on the outskirts, we actually get the fair for, I think it's maybe a month before the big one arrives. We get a smaller one in the field on the outskirts of town. But there's been like it's a contract between the fair and our city that was like for 100 years that they could always go there. So it always went into the town centre. But I have to admit, some of the rides aren't safe. I've seen them welding the rides together. During my lunch breaks when I used to work at hairdressers in town, this is when I was, I would have been 15, 16. You know, it kind of puts you off when you see them welding the rides together before they open. So I know they've all got to be fixed, but you know, if they need welding together, maybe don't open them the same day. In fact, just a matter of hours after welding it together. I'd be joining you in the fridge. Whereabouts do you live, Brittany? Because that would be insane. These few weeks is too much. Luckily, my brother works at Sainsbury's and he rang up today to say they've got some fans in, so we were able to buy a fan, because we've sat here with no working fan when the other one broke, because nowhere had any in stock, because we're all diving for the fans. But yeah, thankfully, we now have a fan. It's only a small desktop one, but I'll take it. I'll take any fan I can get. I'm actually sat on an ice pack. This is what I spend my time doing at the moment, is sitting on ice packs. Now that sounds like a genius plan, really. I actually keep joking to my husband and my kids to go and run me a bath with ice, but they won't do it. They won't believe me. It's like, I really want an ice bath, but they won't do it. So this is mean. So what's everyone working on craft-wise? Anyone got any nice projects on the go? I've just done this stitch wrong, I think. Yep. I put my increase one stitch too early. At least I was paying attention before I got any further. I actually have that in front of the fan at the moment. No, that's one of the first things I had Duncan do. No, I can't remember where I'd seen that ice for the fan. Several years ago I'd seen it somewhere, and so yeah, that's what I tend to do. Either that or frozen bottles of water, so that they can stand up taller. So yeah, that's what we currently have. So what blanket are you working on, Joe? I'll be glad when this one's finished, because I really want to see it finished. And I have so many more I want to work on. I've become a little obsessed with this style of blanket. these round multi-stitch patterned blankets are just so pretty. The one Ella's doing, No Catchy Name, just looks amazing. That's on my list, and I kind of want to do the rest of them that's made by the same person who done this one, the Rings of Change blanket. So I can't remember what the person's name is, but I want to do them. I'm trying to avoid doing virus shawls this year, because I've done so many of them, and I think I even managed to do one this year already. So, but I have loads in stock, so I'm trying not to do any more at the moment. You know what, Joe? Other than doing loads and loads of granny squares, I've never done a granny stripe. I've never done the granny stripe, and I've never done the ripple one or the wave one. They're on my list to do because I've never got around to doing them, which is ridiculous. And all of the things I've made, I've never done them. Yeah, that was my problem, Kelly. Is anyone still here? It disappeared. Can you? You've never made a virus shawl? They are really they are really quite addictive when you make them because they're so simple to do. But yeah, I made so many of them. But as I was saying before, my thing told me that I'd lost the internet. Yeah, I had the same problem with the mermaid tabs. I was doing the crocodile stitch versions. I put it up on my Etsy store, and that was the biggest mistake I'd ever made. I ended up having to turn people away because I was queued up from November to February making these. And I was just saying to people, I can't take any more. And they're like, well, wait until after Christmas. And so when that last one got made, I took the listing off for a while because I didn't want to make any more. I've never made the virus blanket. I've done the shawls, but I've never done the blanket. I suppose I really should, but it just seems like, more virus stuff. I think maybe next year I'll probably do some more. Maybe try the virus blanket. But I'm trying to avoid doing any mermaid towels and any virus shawls for this whole year, just so that I can do some stuff that's different. I do need to get around to making more toys, but again, after making so many for the craft store, I don't want to make any so much for it. And I'm not complaining that I sold them all, but it means I've got to make more. I sold more than I was expecting. Yeah, I think I'd be the same, Kelly. Yeah, I'd be so over it before I'd even got any decent size on it, and I tend to make big blankets. Hence in fact, the other blankets I got on the go, which were in bags behind me on the sofa, none of them are small blankets. I don't tend to do small ones. I don't know why. I mean, I've made the odd baby blanket, and pram blanket and things, and car seat blankets, and didn't enjoy them. I like doing bigger, more complicated patterns, which is just silly because I'm a very confusing person. I like instant gratification, so I love projects that are quick and simple, but I also love the more complicated, prettier looking blankets and projects, and so it's kind of a contradiction which makes it very confusing for my project bags. But oh well, never mind. So the kids break up from school soon, don't they, Kelly? I never actually know when they break up because, of course, with me home educating, I don't see it. But I'm sure they must be soon, surely. So have you going on in nice holidays or anything with them, or just gonna try to find something to keep them busy? Yeah, I've not made many washcloths, which is weird because I actually really like them. Oh no, puppies. Puppies and babies. You can't trust them. If it's quiet, it's the worst thing ever. It's when they make a noise, you're good. So 2 weeks, so not too long. Do they still get 6 weeks off? Because I know some of the schools around here switched from 6 weeks to a different timetable that meant that they didn't get quite the 6 weeks off. But I don't know if that was a trial or a proper swap over. I got confused, to be honest. I hear a car door, but I don't know if that's my lot or a different lot. Oh, and there's the front door, so that is my lot. So that's they're all coming in.
Hello.
Here's Duncan, and you can just see in the background there by the doors, Mally, because they're back from swimming. You know, I've never been to Blackpool. I want to go, but I've never made it there. Ah, so it's a bit longer. Yeah, I get confused on the timelines for schools now because it's all different. And the thing is, I can't even go by the uni times for my oldest who goes to uni because he goes to uni in a different county. We're in Wiltshire County, but he actually goes in Southampton, so the Hampshire County. And they actually have a different timeline than Wiltshire, usually by a week or two. They have the different half terms and things, which is a pain in the bottom. Because the buses change timelines depending on whether it's a school term or not, and that affects them getting anywhere, which is a pain in the butt. Get out of it! Duncan has just stood in front of the fan blocking it. He's watering the garden because I think it needs it. I think I need watering. Now Mally stood in front of the fan. Wicked to me, the lot of them.
Not doing it to be mean to you, we're doing it because it's a really nice fan.
You gonna say hello?
Hi.
Oh, he's hiding away. He's eating cookies. He's just got back from swimming and he's eating cookies already. One cookie always leads to two and more with you.
Unless I don't want to eat it.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Because Duncan ain't gonna have time to take any time off work. And it's always more expensive to go places in the holidays, which is ridiculous. I know why they do it, they want to make more money. But that's what encourages people to take their kids on holiday outside of the school system. And then they get in trouble for it, which I think is silly anyway, but... In this house, Brittany, you are incredibly right. Usually once a packet of biscuits or cookies get opened, they're gone. And if it's chocolate, yeah, you've got no way before I get hold of them. I'm better than I used to be, but there are still times that you open the chocolate, it's gone. And Duncan tends to be for the crisp. If we open Pringles in this house, it's a matter of who gets to them first. It's usually a fight between me, Duncan and Mally on who's going to have the Pringles. We do buy our own flavours and our own sets, but that doesn't work. Just kind of like, well, you haven't eaten fast enough, so I'll eat them. Yeah. As much as we try to be healthy, we do like our junk food. But then there's nothing wrong with having junk food as long as you're having it in moderation. Unfortunately, my oldest who decided junk food almost permanently was better than moderation. But you know, they're adults now, they can choose. Helps with my headaches and calling me down. Hi Eve. I don't know whether your name's actually Eve, but just it's easier than saying little knit Eve. So I just call you Eve, I hope that's alright. I don't know actually who's left in here, so I don't know if anyone's come and gone, but thank you all for popping by. What was I going to say? I can't even remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I've been thinking about starting, it wouldn't start until January, but I'd have it ready in November, December for people to order. I was thinking of starting my own craft subscription box. I was thinking of doing 3 of them. So you have the crochet one, which I want to do as like a crochet along one. Oh, great, I'm glad it's Eve. So yeah, like a crochet along, whereas I do a square and all the squares will get added up at the end of the year to make a blanket. I designed it myself. Then do a knitting one, the same sort of thing, and then do a craft box, which every month would be a different craft. So, you know, first month would be knitting, then crochet, then polymer clay, then jewellery, then origami, you know, that sort of thing. And just, you know, do a subscription box. Do you reckon anyone would like that sort of thing? Because I know there are subscription boxes out there. I mean, I get the little box of crochet subscription box, and then there's knit crate and all that sort of stuff, isn't there? But I'm just thinking of for beginners who are just starting out, it'd be a good way for them to learn if they had a subscription box. And maybe if they wanted to learn other crafts, having the craft box rather than just a knitting or crochet would help them learn different crafts and maybe find other hobbies. But I thought it might be an idea to give it a try. What does everyone think? Or was it a complete insane idea? Nobody likes it. I was swimming.
Yeah, it's alright. Pool was a bit crowded.
Yeah. Live 20 minutes already, so it's not that fast. So what you've been up to, Eve? Joe's insane like me and working on blankets. I think a few of us are a little insane working on big projects in this heat, but I think we're just stubborn as well. So we just like to keep on going. Does anyone know if Karen, Lucy or Sean are going to be doing any more videos? I haven't seen any from them for a while. Am I missing them, or are they just not doing any at the moment? Oh no, Joe, did it all get dirty again? Yeah, I know that feeling, Brittany. I need to clean in this place because it just won't do itself. But yeah, the thought of cleaning in this heat is just, it's exhausting. Do a video on what, little knee? Eve? Sorry, brain fried in this heat. I need to do my videos for my patterns I wrote, because I still haven't done the tunic video, and I want to do one with the cuddly toys I've been doing. I thought I'd do a tutorial to go with the videos, so I need to do those videos at some point. Oh, unwashed, that's not so bad then, Joe. Oh, but still, it must be a pain in the bum cleaning up. Yeah, I'm so glad Karen's found someone. She deserves it, and I hope she's having really good fun. Looks like from the photos we've seen she is. I know Sean done one a little while ago, but yeah, I haven't seen anything from Lucy in ages. I don't know if it's because she's working a lot or something, I don't know. But yeah, miss seeing what they're up to. But I'm sure they're having a good time, which is the important thing. I wonder if she's had any more sheep in her back garden. It just seems to suddenly appear sheep for a while. It's a weird thing to wake up to, sheep in your back garden. Done. I put a bottle of water in the freezer. Any chance you'll have it for me?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a sec.
Far too long, nearly 4 years, Joe. Wait till you get to my stage. We're 13 years we've been married now. Though we've been together on and off for 24 years?
Something like that.
Yeah, 24 years. How I haven't killed him yet, I'd love to know.
Just don't have the insurance, Steve.
Get It's always lovely to see you back, Kelly. I'm not surprised that you don't get too many videos, and your boys are in school and work, and are you studying, is it? You're a very busy person. I don't know how, in fact, I don't know how half of you have time for the stuff you do. You're always so busy. Here I am, struggling to do one video a week, and right now I'm not even studying, let alone doing anything else. Oh yeah, that would be very wrong, Joe. No, we met when we were 14, so not quite so bad. But we're the same age. Idle. How about rest, Kelly? Rest is a good thing. No, I actually find that if I'm not doing a crochet or knit project or a drawing or something, I would get a little stir crazy is about the right word. I don't like sitting there doing nothing. In the bath, I feel lazy because I'm in the bath. It's like, why can't I knit or crochet in the bath? I did try knitting in the bath once. It's hard work. I need proper protection for the yarn, so it can't be done. Oh, you're 8 years older than me. Yes, so if you met when I was 10, it would have been very wrong. Not good. There was actually a 10-year gap between my nan and my step-granddad. But she'd already been married and had another kid, so she'd had 7 kids before she met him. So they'd been together for a while, until he died. You're doing very well. I'm just sat here doing this and I keep doing it wrong. Yeah, keeping busy is handy when it's like that, isn't it, Kelly? I think that's part of my problem is because I don't work anymore, and I always was brought up with working. I worked as soon as I could. At 13, I got my first job, and I worked until I was 24. And not working makes me feel like a waste of space. So I think that's why I ended up doing my craft business, because at least that way I'm doing something productive and not just sitting around doing nothing and not actually having a point in life. Because I can't do that. I can't sit and do nothing because I just think it's such a waste. Yeah, I must do a granny stripe at some point, Joe. I really must. And the wave and is it the ripple? Because they're so pretty. I just haven't got around to doing them. But I will be doing a ripple assault. It won't be the blanket, but the cardigan I'm doing does have a ripple on it, so I will be doing a granny ripple at some point, just not a blanket. I need to start the cardigan properly, but it was quite good because it's the yarn that I already have in stock. Unfortunately, I suddenly realised it's this yarn, and I've used most of it up on this blanket. Yeah, see, I've watched lots of videos on the ripples, so it looks like it's a reasonably simple thing to do, but I just haven't got around to doing it. And I had no idea why. When I first started out, all I did was granny squares. Most of my family have giant granny square blankets because, I'd worked out I could do that, so I just made a load of them. I don't actually remember when it was I started making other things. I don't remember what my next project was. There's been so many over the years now, so I don't remember. But yeah, when I first started, I'd done nothing but granny squares. Which is why I think I've avoided doing granny squares so much nowadays, because I think I granny squared myself out in the first few years. But you can make so many pretty things with granny squares. And I think there's more and more designs coming out now. From when I first started crocheting, there wasn't quite as many designs. So it's quite nice that there's so many out now for people to learn. I think it's helpful with the internet being about. People can share their ideas more and we can learn so much more, which is really good. I think that's one of the reasons I've done my YouTube channel, so I could try to help people. I'd love any ideas for more hints and tips videos. I've done the straight edge one that was requested, and I've done the gauge and needle size, hook size, and why they matter. I'm going to do similar ones for knitting at some point, because I haven't actually done them yet. But I'd love if there's anyone has any other things they want to know about, just give me some ideas for other little hints and tips videos, because I like doing them. I keep running out of ideas, or I'll think of something and then I forget what it was I thought about, so I haven't done it. Because I did have a whole video series planned for the summer. Can't remember what it was. I should write things down, but I kind of, what it is when I'm let it wake at night, bored, I think of all these things, and then by the time I get up in the morning, I've completely forgot about them, because, you know, I'm a twit. So, I need to do more. Thanks, Eve. I will be doing tutorials, thank you baby, on the toys. So, most the toys that I've done, they all have the same arms, same head, same legs, the same body, and then I just change the tail and the ears, which makes it easier for people to pick up basic toys and just change the shapes. So I will be doing that. Well, I'll do a beginner one on the toys. The Aragami, is it? I can't say it. I've never had an outside, which is why I just say toys. So if I do a beginning video on how to work in the round, drawing that sort of thing, and increases and decreases, I think that might be an idea, and then do one with a full toy tutorial. What do you think about that? Nothing quite like water straight from the freezer, is it? Yesterday I actually had one bottle that was nothing but a block of ice, and then I poured fresh water into the bottle, so that got frozen, got really ice cold, and then I drink from that. Fabulous. I like my cold water. I know some people say you shouldn't drink water freezing cold in hot days, but I do, and it helps. Yes, see, that's something I've noticed when I taught crochet. That's the last video I've just released today, was helping with people who missed the last stitch on single crochet rows. Double crochet UK terms, it's single crochet American terms, because I use American terms even though I'm English. So I need to do one doing larger stitches, you know, so that people can see where they should be going with the larger stitches. But I figured if I started with the single crochet, we can see where we can go. You know, I've not had a fruity cider in years. I mean, I don't drink anymore really, but yeah, God, that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? So, how come you're sticking to the tea and not having a fruity cider, Joe? Lovely day for it. Drink for me. Now, I kind of like having, me and Mally, we both have fruit smoothies, and what we've done, we've got frozen fruit, and we literally just blend up the frozen fruit with some water, and we have that as our smoothies. I mean, it's not great on the sugar content, but oh, it's just so nice. See, this is why me and Duncan stopped drinking, because we didn't see the point of drinking alone. Some people are happy to sit there and have a drink on their own, whereas neither of us see the point in that, so we just stopped drinking. So now, unless there's a birthday or Christmas, sorry, somebody's alarm is going off. I don't know whose, so I hope that's not too loud for you guys. It's loud enough in my head. Owie. And there we go.
Who's doing this?
I don't even remember what it was I was saying now. Rain on strike in this heat. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, drinking alone, yeah, so we just don't really drink any much. Oh bless, I hope we didn't frighten them too much, Joe. So I know some dogs don't like those sort of noises, do they? I suppose I ought to go and talk to my husband now he's back. I managed a half-hour live, that's not bad, is it? Considering I hadn't planned on doing one at all and was just bored and thought to go live. So yeah, I'll work on the basic. I don't know how you cope with those dogs, Joe. I mean, I can't be around one dog because they scare me. But from what I've seen on puppies and things, they're just as hectic as kids, and that's just a lot of work. I've been there, done that. Don't want to do it again. But I'm always worried with puppies because I'm always worried they're going to bite me. I know that most dogs don't bite, but it just worries me. But yeah, I'm going to go then. So I hope you're all enjoying this glorious weather. If that includes hiding inside like me, good for you. Not all of us have to. Yeah, I expect they are extremely hard work, Joe. You are much braver than me. But they are so cute though. I've seen the photos and they're just adorable. Patience of a saint, that's what you must have. But yeah, so I will hopefully get another craft video out next week, showing you what I've done, and maybe if I put this down I'll make something else. But yeah, I'll try to get the beginner toy making video out next week and at least one of the toy patterns out next week. Fingers crossed. Maybe someone give me a kick up the arse and tell me to get it out. So I'll catch you all later. Take care if I work out how to get rid of this.